And I thought, oh God, you could you almost make a figure, make out a figure lying down in the cloud. And I thought, this is fascinating. I thought, this is really something new for me. And what I found is that I'd made a mistake in approaching infrared myself. And one night changed all that. One night changed that rapidly. What I found is that infrared, yeah, you can use it in good conditions, bright conditions, but it's also amazing at working in overcast conditions. And also in doing so, I started getting images that weren't too contrasty, but massively rich in tone. And this is one of the problems with infrared and people processing infrared. They get to this stage, they look at the image and they go, oh my goodness me, it looks dreadful. What a wasted day out. And okay, let's not panic because it's flat and think, oh my goodness, I've got to do something radical to it. Let's just do it slowly. This is why it looks, oh my goodness me, that looks terrible. What the hell is that? It looks dreadful. It's an infrared file, but essentially, this is an image that was a kind of a mistake, an image that somebody brought to me in desperation, going, I just don't know what to do with this image. How do I work this image? What can I do? When essentially it came in, it was like this, and it's gone from that to that. It's gone from that to that. So it's got a full range of tones. And effectively, I've used about 3 brushes and I've used global adjustments. And that's all that's been done. I want this to finish off looking like a beautiful pale pencil drawing. Then another trick I often use in situations like this, if you want to really calm down any harsh tones, go to Dehaze. Now this might sound mad, and I've gone bonkers. I haven't. You can get rid of dehaze, slide the sliders to the right, and you'll have basically mountain scenes, and the haze vanishes. Now we can start seeing this light in the valley floor appearing. It looks like the shaft of light coming through the top, which is exactly what we want. It should just contribute to the feel, the essence of the photograph. So try it out, but use it gingerly and get used to it. If we start getting used to colours and being like this, and that becomes the norm, it makes for ugly photographs. It doesn't need to look like everyone's infrared. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but there's far more to it. It's like black and white plus, isn't it? You've got these tones, and it's even like this image here. The top of the cottonwoods there, tiny little sprigs of leaves and light there, and they just glow in the sunlight.